Good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Bible Chatter, where the Bible and critical thinking come together to bring you Christian commentary that's important. I hope you've all had a blessed day. Today's episode is titled, Did God Create the Devil? Did God create the devil? We're going to find out. Okay. Who is Satan? Many believe he's merely a mythical figure, but the Bible says that he is very real and that he is determined to deceive you and destroy your life. Indeed, this brilliant but cruel mastermind is so much more than what you have been told. He is entrapping individuals, families, churches, and even entire nations to increase sorrow and pain in this world. Here are the Bible's amazing facts about this dark prince and how you can overcome him. With whom did sin originate? The devil has sinned from the beginning. 1 John 3 verse 8. That serpent of old called the devil and Satan. Revelation 12:9. Satan, who is also called the devil, is the originator of sin. Without the Bible, the origin of evil would remain unexplained. Okay? What was Satan's name before he sinned? Where was he living? How you are fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. Isaiah 14:12. Jesus said to them, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. Luke 10, verse 18. You were on the holy mountain of God, Ezekiel 28:14. Satan's name was Lucifer, and he was living in heaven. Lucifer is also symbolized by the king of Babylon in Isaiah 14, and is the prince of Tyre in Ezekiel 28. What was Lucifer's origin? How does the Bible describe him? You were created. You were the seal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfect in beauty. Every precious stone was your covering. The workmanship of your timbrels and pipes was prepared for you on the day you were created. You were perfect in your ways from the day you were created, till iniquity was found in you. That was Ezekiel. You can find all that in Ezekiel 28, verses 12, 13, and 15. Okay? You are the anointed cherub who covers. You are on the holy mountain of God. You walked back and forth in the midst of fiery stones. Ezekiel 28:14. Lucifer was created by God. Okay? As were all the other angels. Lucifer was a covering cherub or angel. One covering angel stands on the left side of God's throne and another on the right. Lucifer was one of these highly exalted angels and was a leader. Lucifer's beauty was flawless and breathtaking. His wisdom was perfect. His brightness was awe-inspiring. Okay? Ezekiel 28:13 seems to indicate that he was specifically created to be an outstanding musician. Some scholars believe he led the angelic choir. Okay? What changed in Lucifer's life that led him to turn against God? What sin did he commit? Your heart was lifted up because of your beauty. You corrupted your wisdom for the sake of your splendor. You have said in your heart, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will be like the Most High. You can find all of that in Isaiah 14:13 and 14. Pride, jealousy, discontent arose in Lucifer's heart. He soon began to desire to unseat God and to demand that everyone worship him instead. Why is worship such an important thing? It is the key factor in the ongoing conflict between God and Satan. People were created to be happy and fulfilled when we worship only God. Not even the angels of heaven are to be worshipped. Satan selfishly sought this worship due only to God. Centuries later, when he tempted Jesus in the wilderness, worship was still his central desire and a key test. Now, in these last days, as God calls upon all people to worship him, this so infuriates Satan bad that he will try to force people to worship himself or else be killed. Okay? Everybody worships someone or something, some power, prestige, food, pleasure, or possessions. But God says, you shall have no other gods before me. Like Lucifer, we have a choice about whom we worship. If we choose to worship anyone or anything other than the Creator, he will honor our choice. But we will be counted against him. If anything or anyone other than God receives first place in our lives, we will end up following in Satan's footsteps. Does God have first place in your life? Are you serving Satan or God? Ask yourself that question. I ask myself that every day. Are you slipping? Are you following the laws of God? I run a diagnostic check on myself every day. And if I need work, I have to work in said areas. I suggest you do that as well. And that'll do it for today's episode of Bible Chatter. We will continue with Did God Create Lucifer? I love you guys, and I'll see you next time on Bible Chatter.